You will see that I've gone for a green theme today. That is for a reason. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and sustainability has always been important to me as a whole generally. I think more so now than ever. And it's almost, I think brands and people, and this is businesses of all sizes, should almost look at ways to both, live their values and do what they kind of do. But actually, what can you do to improve? What can you do to kind of give back? So in terms of sustainability, for me personally, I actually, I try and be very kind of lean and efficient on my energy usage and those kind of things. And I try not to drive other different places. But obviously the big one for me is all to do with the business course. So in one way, because I get to do one-to-many, I get to broadcast and we have Zoom classroom sessions and stuff. That really helps from not having to have a bigger office and heat a bigger office and that kind of thing. But one of the main things that I've really been looking at to do with the course is that you have the course textbook, which is, at the moment, it's 216 pages. This is going to go up for version 2, which I'm currently working on, because there's more good quality information that I think is worth kind of sharing. But actually, it's all sustainable materials and different things for this, and it all comes from sustainable forests and that kind of thing, which is cool. But one of the changes that I am looking to make for version 2 is that your current pack comes in a nice box like this. And when you open it up, it says, your roadmap to your future career. I should know what it says. I've gone a bit blank. But it comes in a really nice box. And then actually, those boxes get sent out in it's recycled, but still a plastic envelope. And the whole concept is that when I send these things to, 22 different countries, we've got quite a few in Africa, America, China, Ukraine, Italy, Spain, you name it, there's quite a few. These things get sent around the world. That I wanted something that would be strong and, protect the goods, because I want it to be good quality when it arrives. I also wanted to create a good quality user experience. But actually, I hate waste. So it's the fact that after you open your roadmap pack and you get your box, and it's quite a nice experience, but then that just gets recycled, or I hope it kind of gets recycled. So one of the things that I'm really trying to do for my own business to do with sustainability that I wanted to kind of talk about today is that I do feel that sustainability can be a USP, and it can be something that you really incorporate into your brand. So for my clients, we do it as well. So we've launched something called an ESG campaign, which is all to do with your environmental and social governance. It's how you want to, it's a commitment that companies make to kind of do their part to help improve the planet and different things. And different people can do different levels. It depends on what your business is or are. But one of the things that I've really started to look at is to do sustainable packaging, which is this. And it's quite surprising actually, because you have some stuff that's very expensive and some stuff which is a lot cheaper, but it doesn't really tick the box. So I think, again, a lot of people, especially kind of freelancers and small businesses, you need to find the balance between what is custom-made packaging, which will still give a great user experience, but actually not break the bank and cripple your kind of business model. But then likewise, not waste too much material as well. So one of the things that I'm really looking at, it's something I've been doing this week, is looking at different types of envelope. I love this one from Nike. So this is actually from some running gear. But again, if you send clothing, you can actually use a paper bag because it's squishy and if it breaks. But again, on the packaging, it talks about almost their kind of sustainable journey and stuff that they're kind of doing. Amazon is the classic one, that it's a good, solid quality kind of envelope. And what I just wanted to share is that, when I talk about these kind of things, it's something that for the roadmap, I am working really hard on to both reduce any waste, paper or plastic, or actually remove all kind of plastics. But actually it can be a real USP for your business. And that is as true for lots of different businesses. So again, you could be a recruitment firm, you could be an accountancy firm, you could be a PR kind of agency. And actually when you're looking to differentiate yourself in the market, things like Kiko does, where you can have initiatives which really look to help the community, because now that is a growing buying driver for a lot of different people. The more you can incorporate this into your packaging, but also your communications and your branding and everything, I think it really, really kind of helps. But I'd love to know, again, from yourselves, what have you done, if anything, almost for your own business? And don't get me wrong, this isn't something that yes, you should consider it when you first set up, but the most important thing is to almost build a sustainable business which allows you to actually live if that makes sense, and just sustain what you're doing and you can improve over time. With the roadmap, because I send out 50% of my courses for free to people that otherwise probably couldn't afford it, cost is an important element to me, because I spend tens of thousands of pounds to send out free kits to people, that actually even a marginal increase in cost means that I can't help as many people. And this is not a cost to the consumer, this just comes out of my pocket. But then I'm still looking at ways of how can I do this and reduce my costs down for different things. But I'm trying to do it in the right way, because I still believe that good quality business education will actually help us create a more sustainable world and planet and countries, and help people kind of get back on their feet as well. So that's, I always have to try and balance those two. Good morning, Simon. All of our products are sustainable and designs are printed using sustainable and vegan friendly inks. Perfect. Again, it's that kind of thing of where it's really interesting to see and hear what other people do for their own kind of businesses. And the truth is as well is that people often will pay more for brands that they align with and culturally, and that they like the kind of products and stuff. And it is really important to kind of consider. So I would love to know things that you've considered for your own business to help create a sustainable planet, but actually how have you used these kind of things to actually help you differentiate yourself in the market as well? That's cool.